Well, good evening, good evening. Oops, wrong thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Nobody make fun of me. I am freezing. When I say freezing, I feel like I am visiting Canada. That is how stinking cold it is. And it's like I'm in Texas, okay? I don't live in Canada anymore. And it is like 29 here and it feels like it's 21. What is going on? That's all I want to know. What is going on? So I just got out of a meeting, which is why I didn't go live at 8 o'clock because we had a very cool meeting this evening. I love our meetings, and she was talking about us actually learning how to create more income, which I dig as somebody who is a business owner. I love that we get to learn more and we get to grow. We get to grow what we're doing. So, right now, what I do is I actually promote programs online. Let me get my hands out of here so that I can hold my stuff, but I am literally like freezing. I am so cold. I don't want to keep turning up the heat in my house because I already got it at 70, 76, I think, or 75. It might be at 76. That is how cold I am in my house. I am like frozen. So, anyways, tonight we're going to talk about this automated system that we actually have. And if you don't know who I am and what I do, basically, I am a mama of five. I have three homeschoolers and I have two adults. I was a door dasher till I lost my job and my truck in the same day. It was eventful, but I am thankful for it because while I was scrolling on social media, I found a online business that I started. And what is he doing? Oh, and I'm here. And I'm here and I get to share it with everybody else. I love what I do. I just got out of a meeting and it was awesome. And it was our millionaire mama, and she was teaching us how we could actually build more income, which I love. I love it. So I'm probably going to make my own community on Skool. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. I know you don't know what this is. I know you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, but I am going to make my own community on Skool because I love small business. I love creating logos. I love all that stuff. So if that's your like, if you like get fired up about business, and I love that what I do right now is actually for beginners. So if you don't have a business or want to start a business and you're just looking to make money online, then I got you. I got something that you may be interested in. And then when I open my community, then you can come in that for free. But this program that I'm talking about is actually, it's called Legacy. So if you're new here, last night we talked about the program. Tonight we're going to talk about automations because this is how you are able to work less. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love what I get to do. I love who it helps. It is the best thing ever. Like when you love what you do, you don't need to look anywhere else. I just love what I do. And it seems to get better and better and better and better. And I don't even know how that's possible, but it is possible, especially if you get to make your own hours. Like, do you make your own hours now? Do you have like an unlimited, what's the word I'm looking for? Income opportunity, because I have an unlimited income opportunity. And tonight, I was just taught that we could like, hey, if I'm interested, I can actually grow my business more, which I'm totally going to do because I was already thinking about doing something. And this helps my people, and it's going to actually create another stream of income, and we get to learn more and we get to grow more. So that's what I love. Anyways, last night we talked about the programs. Tonight we're going to talk about, let me look at my notes. This phone is in the way. Hold on. So if you're looking for a way to work, I got notes here. Hold on. If you're looking for a way to work from home, to make money online, I have got a business that's made for beginners. So What is it? We promote digital programs. If you missed last night, anytime you missed any of my lives, you can actually go back and you can watch them on YouTube. I have every single one of my lives. They are by date. I don't change the titles because I want people to be able to go back and they can look by date. Like if they remembered something, they can go in there and look by date. So if you're ever on a live and you want to see it again, just go on my YouTube channel. I am accessible by email. I am not a fan of DMing. I'm going to tell you the same thing. Do not DM. Do not pick up a phone. That is not what this is about. This business is actually built with a step-by-step process. If you want to learn how to have time back in your life, if you want to learn how to build a successful online business, you need to do what the blueprint says to do. Okay, that's what I stand to. I want to build a successful business, but I don't want to add a whole bunch of time. So I know what I'm doing. I know how to, guys, that's enough. I know how to keep control over my time and still make money because I'm a mom. I'm a homeschooling mom. And there are a lot of people out here that need to have time. So you can build this business, you can do what I'm doing, but I love that you can actually learn more, you can build more, you can have more. You can have more. You can have more money, you can have more knowledge, more skills. I love that I can constantly grow in what I do. So tonight, automations. No. Sorry. Okay, I'm usually not this late. Okay, so what if, let's talk about automations. Let me just take a note. So my business is automated. Has anybody in the chat drop me, yeah, I guess you could say, drop me a 1 if you've ever had an automated business. If you have never, do a 2. If you have ever had something automated to make money, drop a 1. Odds are, I'm going to say most of us probably have not. I didn't until I actually had 2 Etsy shops. So, automated business. You know what an automated business does for you? It actually does a lot of the work for you, which is why you need to master the 2-hour work day. Is that real? Is that possible? Absolutely. I'm doing it. I did it. Okay. I do extra stuff now because I want to actually build. I want to build upon this. So I do the 2-hour work day, and then I do some other stuff that's part of this, but it's different. It's outside of the blueprint because I want to build kind of like a little mini empire. And it's true. You can do that with this. So I have my programs that I have. An automated system. This right here is an automated system. You would have an automated system. So when you purchase one of these programs that I promote, I have 4 of the programs. That's all I promote, 4 programs. You choose a program, and what happens is that program teaches you valuable skills that you then apply back to your business. Okay. It is an amazing, 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 I can't even say it enough, an amazing business in a box. All you're going to do is purchase your program, and that kickstarts your own business. You are the boss. But the wonderful thing about this is you're not alone. I just got out of a meeting. I was saying it earlier, and the meeting is for the people that actually want to create more income, want to have another stream of income. She was talking about an opportunity that we could actually build for ourselves. And I was like, holy cow, are you kidding me? So I'm probably going to do this. So I'm going to see what happens. But right now, I promote 4 programs. This is my bread and butter. This is how I live. These programs are digital programs in the e-learning industry. What does that mean? It means they're actually fully packed with skills called marketing skills that you get to learn. You learn the marketing skills and you put them back to the business. So this is where you start right here. We all start with zero income. We all start with 0 followers, or at least we're supposed to. 0 followers. And what you do is you actually learn how to build a business. This is a business. It is a business in a box. So you can learn the skills and you get to earn at the same time. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate you. And if you have questions on the lives, this is when you ask questions. I will talk a lot. I will try to put in as much as I can every single time. I'm on for about an hour. I am on later than I normally am because I was in a meeting. But I want to grow. I constantly want to learn. Things are changing online, so I want to stay in the know and I want to know what's going on. And I want to help you guys out as much as I can. So if I stay in the know, then I can help you. So the automated system actually starts right here at your website. Okay. So because of that automated system, it is out there. It's out there running for you 24 hours around the clock. Are you guys on social media like 6 hours of the day? If you are on social media in the middle of the night, drop a 1 in the comments. If you have ever gotten on social media in the middle of the night, drop a 1. I want to see if anybody's going to admit to it. Because the truth of the matter is, I know that you guys are. I know that you guys are on something in the middle of the night. I'm guilty of it. I've gotten up. I've looked at my phone in the middle of the night. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I've gotten on my phone in the middle of the night. So people are on social media 24 hours around the clock. Just because you're sleeping doesn't mean the world is sleeping. We all have different schedules. We are all on social media. Do you know that's 5 point whatever billion? Think about it. 5 billion people scrolling on social media 24 hours around the clock. So when you have an automated system, it's like your silent partner that doesn't bug you, that doesn't say anything other than, hey, you got money. That's literally it. Just, hey, did you know you got money? Did you know you just made a sale? Because that's the only time I ever hear from my automated system. That's it, when I get a sale. So it's like that silent business partner that's actually working for you all the time. And that's how you're able to work less. We don't have a normal job. We don't have a normal working, what's the word I'm looking for? A normal work week. We don't have a normal work week. We're not doing something normal. This is abnormal. It is. And the reason why people are inside of this making money is because they took the chance to do something different. Just because you haven't done it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. If you don't know about it, it's just you don't know about it. I didn't know this existed. If I would have known this existed 2 years ago, I would have started it. That's when it was, that's the first I've ever heard of it was 2 years ago. Like when she made it, I hadn't heard about it, but she made this. And then I didn't find out until this year in the summer. But I would have joined. I would have joined 2 years ago had I known. So what do I do now? I come on and I tell people, hey, did you know that you can work from home, make money online as a mom, as an elderly person, somebody who may be retired, somebody who may be on the verge of retiring, somebody who's like, man, I just need to make money. I need to do it from my home because that's the focus. My focus is telling those people that need to have that other income, this is available. It is. It's literally to anybody, 18 to 80 plus. As long as you can get on your phone, as long as you can make a video, then you can do this. Anybody, absolutely anybody. What's wrong with Hey Girl? Like I thought I fixed the comments. Hi, Julie. Hello. So you want an automated system. You want a 2-hour workday because what are you going to do with 22 hours outside of that? I was door dashing. I don't know about you, but I was exhausted. I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were saying they were Ubering. And I'm like, man, Ubering is absolutely, it's the same thing. It's exhausting. It is so mentally, I know a lot of us do mental jobs or we do physical jobs, but driving to me was exhausting mentally. Like I was like, because you're constantly trying to, I was constantly trying to be quick without getting in an accident. Like for real. And I got kids in the car. So it is tiring. And when I found this, and she was like, you only got to work 2 hours a day. I was like, how is that possible? So tonight, let's talk about it. But have you ever felt like, maybe you were like me, have you ever felt overwhelmed by what you're doing in life? Like, does your job, does your whole life feel like it's just this cycle and it's boring and that's all there is that you do? You just work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. And then you fit the kids in there somehow because you have got to take care of them. Or maybe you don't have kids, maybe they're all gone. But it's still a cycle of exhaustion, still a cycle of, man, am I ever going to do anything fun? Do I live for the weekends? Do you live for the weekends? Is that what motivates you to go back to work on a Monday? What motivates you to go back on a Monday? I need money. Do you know there's all kinds of different ways to make money? Did you know about this one? Let's talk about this one because maybe this could change how you live. It did it for me. It's doing it for me. I am building a business that actually goes and helps other people. Like, I love it. I love that I can say, did you know you can do this? I'm going to help you get there. I'm going to help you build a business that you can like work less. And it's real and it's legit. And it's not going to cost you shipping. It's not going to cost you sitting on a phone 24 hours around the clock. You don't have to pay postage. You don't have to pay, you don't have to go shopping, buy product, have it shipped in, store it somewhere, have inventory. All that stuff is crazy, crazy time. Crazy time. I'm not about that. When you learn how to work smarter and not harder, it actually changes how you live. Like 2 hours, 3 hours, that's nothing compared to 8 hours a day. That is nothing compared to 10 hours. That's nothing compared to, there's one girl in our community, 18-hour days. 18-hour days. That's a long day. And then to go home and keep your house running and take care of your kids. Never see your kids, but you still got to take care of them, right? I imagine they were older children.
I'm not older.
I'm not talking about you, although I know that, you are like the king of the house.
Yeah, I am. So they. And how you feel like Jacob?
Hey, can you put my measuring tape down? Okay, that's enough. Mama's still doing a live. Okay, so let's talk about that 2-hour workday. Okay, so 2 hours. What is involved in a 2-hour workday? I'm going to, if you have questions, be sure to ask. So it is actually, it's not that hard. It is 1 hour of creating 3 pieces of content. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys one time. 3 pieces of content. Should have put them to bed before, but I didn't have time. I told you I was in the meeting. Okay, so 1 hour, you're going to create 3 pieces of content, guys. That's it. It is 3 videos. You're going to pick your platform. What do you like to hang out on? Where do you feel most comfortable? Are you most comfortable on YouTube? Are you most comfortable on TikTok? Are you comfortable on Facebook, Instagram? I don't know who else is on what, Clapper? I'm on Clapper. I did Clapper for a bit because I wanted to have my name on everything. I didn't want nobody taking my name and putting it on some platform. So I basically went everywhere, running around, putting my name on everything. So I am on Clapper, although Clapper is like the American version of TikTok. And it's not quite there yet. So I would say pick something else. But whatever platform you're on, are you making money on the platform that you hang out on? Because that's what we're talking about. If you hang out on YouTube, are you making money on YouTube? Now, YouTube is the slower burn. Every platform kind of has like TikTok, you can get in front of people faster, like a larger amount of people. YouTube is slower. YouTube is the long game. Okay, it is the longer game. But I love YouTube. I'm a YouTube fan. TikTok. I love TikTok. I love them for different reasons. Those are my two major focused platforms, and they have been from the beginning. Okay, so I focus on both of them. Facebook, and you got to think about the ages too. Okay, people will be drawn to you. No, they will find you. Your audience will find you. And so when you're creating those three pieces of content, how do you do it? Well, basically, what you're going to do is you're going to give a little story. You're going to find out tell me, why did you start this? Why? What made you purchase? It's simple. We don't need to make it complicated. You don't have to know what to do. You're going to learn all this stuff inside the program. You will learn how to share. You will learn how to tell your story. Just a little bit about you. We don't need a book. We just need to know who you are. Like, what makes you tick? I don't know, clowns. I don't, but I'm just saying. What if you love clowns? Well, you know what? I love clowns, and I bought this program because I lost my job last year, and I don't know. I want to, build up that collection of clowns. I need financial stability. I need blah, blah, blah. Just the clowns is just kind of like your personality. So the story is your job. You lost your job. And if anybody has ever lost their job, okay, you know that you're just like a number. You know that you're just, it's the business is not really about the people. And I hate to say that, but in big corporations, they're more looking at the numbers on the paper than they are looking at the people that it affects. And that's the sad truth, because you see people getting laid off 15 years, 25 years, 20 years. Loyalty is great, right? I was, I'm all for loyalty, but I was let go too. And I was one of the newer ones. So they let about 10 of us go, escorted us out of the building like criminals. It was an accounting firm. So I was joking about it. What were we going to steal? Pens and paper? But to be let go and not have a heads up, because they don't got to give you a heads up. What they can do is just walk in. I remember my very first job. I think I was 15 or 16 when I got it. And I hated that job, and I hated it. So if you hate with a passion your job, I understand what hating a job is like. I literally hated it. I begged my mom, please, can I quit this job? I hate it. Hi, Anna. And my mom was like, no, you can't quit. So she taught me that very important lesson in life, that you don't quit. So I'm not a quitter. So I did this job flipping burgers. Okay. But at the end of the day, when it was time to go home, I would go down the hallway to the change room, take off my uniform, put my other clothes back on, come back out, look around, see if anybody was watching, and jump and holler down the hallway like a fool. And I'm not joking. Back then, cameras were not like they are now. Okay, you can go to bed. Okay, what? I'm gonna go. No, it's gonna be bedtime now.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's bedtime. Let's go. I'll be back. Bedtime. Hiding in your room?
All right.
Okay, good night, go to bed.
Why?
Go to bed. George, guys, why is this in the hallway? Good night, go to bed. Good night. Where's my blanket? Okay, sorry, it's quiet now. I told them, usually they're in bed before, but I get distracted. And I'm like, I get distracted too easy, so I'm sorry. I put everybody to bed. I'm the mean mom. I put them all to bed. So, anyways, now I totally forgot where I was. Oh, I had so I'd run down the hallway hooting and screaming and hollering because I was so happy that I got out of that. Well, one day I walked into that job. She was in the kitchen. Cruella DeVille. I say that, but she reminded me Cruella DeVille, you know, with the polka dotted dogs. So anyways, I walked in and she was like, it was done. Like we didn't get a heads up. So that was my first experience with being let go. They didn't tell us nothing because they didn't want to have no workers, right? So they waited for us to come in there and they didn't even bother to tell us that we had no job. It was a good day that day. I'm just saying, I was so happy, so stinking happy that we all got let go. I mean, there was no restaurant anymore, no fast food place. So it was good. I loved it. I was happy, but people get let go all the time. It's unfair. It's not right. And if you don't have another way to make money, then what do? Either you get another job super quick or you're going to be in trouble. That's the truth. So this also happens in relationships. And I just want to say this because I think that everybody should have their own income. I know you're going to say, I'm good, I'm fine. Well, usually we say that stuff until we're not. Until we're in that situation where we're like, oh my gosh, there's nothing I can do now. What am I going to do? You know, sometimes it's a spouse who just leaves. Sometimes it's sickness. Sometimes it's accidents. Sometimes these things in life happen, and they do. It's just a part of life. I thought that I didn't need a job. I thought I didn't need a job because I was married. He was working. I was taking care of the kids. I was doing the schooling. And I thought I was fine. I thought it was safe. And unfortunately, I was left with 4 kids, a family of 5 of us. Okay. While he was taking care of himself, I was left with 5 and no job. And I was struggling. Like it was not even a joke. Like when you say struggling, I totally, completely understand the struggle. Now, we talk about this and there's people out here that are struggling, like more than struggling, okay? That can't afford to buy a program, that can't afford to invest in themselves. But when I tell you that this is like the lowest risk thing that you can do, you got to figure out a way. If you want something bad enough, you got to figure out, how can I make this happen? How can I do something different? How is this? Because this is not I got to find another word for this, but it's not a crapshoot. That's the only way I can explain it. It's not like throwing darts to see if you can get in the whole big circle on the board. It's not like that. We're not just, oh, I'm going to go over that way. Oh, I'm going to try that way. No, I'm going to try. That's not what this is. So you have to understand, it's a business that works. It works. There's so many people in here. Now, you have to do the work. You got to show up, okay? You got to create the content and you have to post the content. You're not doing something that's out of this world difficult. You're creating 3 pieces of video. You're going to get connected to people. You're going to relate to people. You're going to get like, I know what it's like to be fired, laid off, whatever you want to call it, laid off. We were all escorted out. I've never even thought about it. But so that first one, I didn't get a warning. And I was 16? I was probably 17. I was probably 17 because I think I was there for a year before they shut the store down. No warning. Second one, 10 of us we were all escorted out. And I'll never forget it because I think it was funny. It wasn't funny because I was the mom, but it was funny because I just thought, what are we going to steal? The papers, the pens, file folders? What are we going to steal? We ain't walking out with steel filing cabinets. And then losing my truck and my job last year. And I mean, that was out of my control. These things are not in your control. You can't knock yourself. You can't get stuck on it because it's not in your control. What is in your control is what you do from here on out. That's the truth. What are you going to do so that this doesn't happen to you, so that you're never in that position again? Never, 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 never will I ever willingly put my children or myself in a position where we won't have an income. Never. I will fight tooth and nail. So you have to have that, I'm going to do this, and it doesn't matter what it takes, because I trusted in and relied in somebody else. And it doesn't matter if it's a spouse, if it's a boss, you need to have your own income. You have to have your own way to survive. God forbid that anything ever happened to you like it happened to me. There's so many different situations in this world. I don't know what you're facing. I don't know what you faced, but I can tell you this works. I can tell you that as a mom, I didn't have to spend a lot of time learning it. I didn't need an education. I didn't need a degree. There was no barriers, nothing telling me. The only barrier that I had was actually to come up with the money to pay for the program, and this fear. I had a fear, and I had what's the word? I was scared that it wasn't real. I was the skeptic. That's the word I'm looking for. I was the skeptic. I was the one that was like, oh my God, please let this be real. That's really what I was nervous about it. Nervous that I was going to borrow money to pay for something, so be in debt, and then it not be real. Thank you, Anna. So I was so relieved as soon as I realized I had access to a community. I got to log in. I got to see the programs. I got to see what I was actually getting into. Then I could breathe. I was like, okay, whew, this is real. I got it. Let's go. And that's exactly how I've treated it ever since. It's real. I got it. Let's go. There, just before my very first sale, I will say I didn't have success overnight like some people do. But I realized it's not like some people will have a sale on the first day. You might have a sale on the first day. You might have it in the second day. Some people get on their Facebook and post it, and they're flooded. I mean, the other day I shared about, are you out of bed? Are you out of bed? You better march back there and get your butt into bed. I don't know what happens. You know what? When you get on a phone or you get on a live, it's a live or a phone. They think that you can't see and you can't hear and you're not going to do anything. I can see, I can hear. Anyways, I lost track of where I was. Oh gosh, you too. It's late. So anyway, usually I'm not on this late, but I wanted to be in that meeting because I think it's great. It's just awesome. Hi, Paula. My biggest question is, if I have a question or get stuck, will a live person be? I'm right here. I'm right here. You can email me anytime. I don't answer my emails like in 5 minutes because I want to be aware of my time. But yes, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. So also, I want to say that, but I also want to say that inside of the community, there are people on there all the time. Like I can log in right now and tell you how many people are on here. And we are all very helpful to each other. Right now we have 202 people online, but there's 48,000 of us. So you're never alone. You will never be alone in this. I'm here to help you. You're also, you in that community, like I can go in there, I can drop a message and be like, what, da, 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 da. Somebody somewhere is going to know. Somebody somewhere is going to help. So it's not like you're in this by yourself. It is your business. You do make 100% profit, but you are in no means by yourself, okay? And plus, because of what I had the training tonight, I'm probably going to do, now this is outside of my 2-hour workday, okay? But what I'm probably going to do is we can make a choice to do Zooms. So the more that I build my business, the more that I'm like, okay, I probably should do a Zoom or something because I know that people want to get together and I'm okay with that. But I'm thinking about, I'm going to decide on Thursday whether or not I'm actually going to start my own community, and I'll probably do it for free. I will do it for free, but I don't know how that's going to come about. So that'll be another area where I'll probably do the Zooms within the community for free. So that will be where we can actually get together like once a week. I can have one Zoom a week and we can get together and hang out. It's different than talking on a live, right? If we're in a Zoom and I can say, hey, what's going on? Tell me what's happening, that kind of thing. So I am thinking about that much more seriously after the meeting I was in tonight. But that's a great question. And people do get stuck and we do have questions, and that's normal, absolutely normal. I get stuck and I have questions. So I go in the community and I'm like, what about this? Or I talk to people that like maybe I'm close to and just say, hey, is this happening or whatever? So that's basically it. So you make your 3 pieces of content. Let's get back here. So storytelling and children running around at 9:40 at night. 1 hour, 3 pieces of content. That's what you're going to do. So when you make those 3 pieces of content, let me explain something to you. You're going to learn how to do the what to do inside of the program. Okay. I had no idea as a beginner with no degree, no experience, I created videos before. I thought I had like a little bit of a step up. I didn't know squat. I'm just going to tell you right now, I didn't know what you're going to learn inside of here. I had no idea. You get to learn how to create the content. We're not talking about 20-minute content. We're talking about a minute, 1 minute. Somebody said something about they were having a hard time in the 2-hour workday or something. I timed myself on purpose today to see how long it took me to make the videos. Man, I was done in half an hour making 3 videos, okay? I edited them. I added captions, which is, you don't have to know how to do that. It's like a button, but I can show you everything. We can do all this stuff. You learn inside, but I'm also here to help. So 3 pieces of content. It isn't hard. You learn inside the program. You will be better at this. In the beginning, I never even had a call to action. I don't even know what a call to action was. I had no clue what that meant. So a call to action, just so that you know, and you'll learn it anyways, would be at the end of every video, I go, yeehaw, drop a yeehaw in the comments, because you're going to remember that, right? It's exciting. It's something that's going to get you to write down in the comments so that I actually I'm telling the platform that I'm active, that people are active. That's why we do it. We don't do it to be just for no reason. We do it so that the platform sees some activity. There's a reason behind everything that you do in this community. So when we tell you, or when you find out inside, I tell you too, like, because I want you to understand before you get in. 0 followers. Do not start with following. I beg you, please. Please don't do what I did. I did that. It's 0 followers. You really legitimately start with 0 followers. Open up a brand new account, whatever platform you want to be on, and post. I was up and running in 2 days. It does not take long, guys. It doesn't take long. All you're going to do is connect your, however you're going to get paid, okay, Square and maybe PayPal or whatever, connect that to the website that's built for you. If you can't follow the direction to do that, there's actually help inside. So you can have help. There's tech help. 2 times a week, I believe there's tech. I went to one once so that I understood what they do in there. And basically she'll just go in and say, sorry, I could use a drink, but now I've sent everybody to bed. Basically, you can go in there and she'll just go into your system and say, okay, here, this is what you did, blah, 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 and fixes it. So if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. It is not tech skills. That's just following direction to put them together. But if you don't want to do that, there's options. There's options in everything in this. This is why I love it. I love who it's for. I love who it helps. I love that I can do it as a mom, not knowing anything. And I love that we can have a goal of something so much bigger in life than I ever thought. Like, have you ever thought that you could wake up and have 2 sales in a month of like $1,800? Or if you sold 3, that would be 36. Have you ever thought about that? Most of the time we think, I was door dashing. It took me a week to try to hit $600, to try. I would be happy if I hit 5. And that was working full time. That was, the hustle was real. I was running rampant, like running as a mom, trying to keep the house going. And we did that 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Now on Sunday it was a little less, but I'm telling you, we hustled. And it is exhausting, and it is tiring, and it is taxing. And at some point, when are we going to enjoy life? Like this is nothing to me. You tell me I got to work 2 hours. You tell me I got to put an hour aside for learning. Count me in. I know what it's like to hustle. I know what it's like to work. I can do this. You can do this. It is not hard. So you create that content. You'll learn how to create it. In the beginning, you want to keep it short because people have they just don't pay attention. And when you're new, somebody might go like this, right? But if you say something like, hey, I don't know, do you want to work from home? I think I have a mouse in the hallway. It's one of my kids. Somebody's in the hallway. Anyways, so it's an off night for me. It's an off night. It must be a full moon or something. Isn't that an old wives' tale? Okay, so the 3 pieces of content. Let's talk about the next part, because I know there's something going on. There's something going on. Posting free ads. Post free ads. Okay. What is that? Basically, inside the program, you'll get access to 200 different websites, high traffic websites. You get to choose what you want. I have my favorites and I post on them, post free ads. What you do is you actually, so let's just say you pick TikTok. No, let's say we pick Facebook. So on Facebook, in the free ads, you go to the website, you post a free ad just like you would on Marketplace, just like you would on Craigslist. You're just going to put like, I want to sell a pair of shoes. Okay. For example, I'm going to sell a pair of shoes. So you go and you post that. That's all you're going to do. And inside of that ad, you're going to put, hey, if you want to come see me, I'm on Facebook. Here's my link. Some of these websites, you can include the link. Some of them you can just say, here's my, not an actual link, but you can say, here's my Facebook. You can do it that way. So you're pushing traffic back to where you want them to come. So if you go live, if you post on Facebook and that's your platform of choice, use your free ads to actually drive traffic back to yourself. It is brilliant. It is getting your name out there. It is getting you out there. And then it's bringing them right back to where you want them to come. So mine, I push to YouTube because I love YouTube. So I put my free ads, I push them back to YouTube. That's my choice. You can put in both if you wanted to. If I wanted to, I could put TikTok and YouTube, which would probably be a good idea too. But I've just never done it. So you can push those things out better. It's free. This is free, right? Free advertising. We're using 2 free methods, which I'm not even supposed to talk about tonight, but we'll talk about that more. I think we're on that tomorrow. Let me see what we're talking about tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Well, tomorrow we're going to do the free strategies to attract clients. So how we do that, we are supposed to talk about some of this stuff. So the other half hour is responding to comments. I told you, this is not hard. Like, this is the best thing I think that anybody can find. Forget the selling the marker. We'll talk about that in a second. So half hour, you're going to respond to the comments. Okay, that's it. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to screenshot. 3, 2, 1. That's your 2-hour workday. That is literally it. How can you guys make money this way? Because think about this way. Okay, think about this. When you're creating content and you're posting videos, right? If you're posting on Facebook and that video is sitting there constantly, it's sitting there. Have you ever, I don't know if anybody has ever created a video and then all of a sudden out of the blue, like it's happened to me on my personal Facebook. Something comes up, somebody liked from like 2 years ago. And I was like, I was at that restaurant like 2 years ago. I don't know why that came up. It came up in somebody's feed and somebody happened to think I was doing it that day and they typed on it. That's the wonderful awesomeness of these platforms, okay? That means that your content is out there. Just because somebody didn't comment on it today doesn't mean that they're not going to go and comment on it like in 3 days or in a year or in a half a year. You have digital real estate. Do you understand the value in digital real estate? Because your videos are out there working. They're working for you. In addition to, okay, so you have that's free. The platform you're posting on is free. The other thing is you got to understand, you have no monthly fees in this. There are 0 monthly fees. 0, zilch, 0. I love that. I don't want to be paying a monthly fee. There is no monthly fees. You pay for your program. You pay for the website that's built for you. Okay, that's $29. That's it. Now, unless you're upgrading, which we're not talking about programs tonight, but there's only 4 things you're paying. You're paying for your program. You're paying for the website, which is built for you, the programs you didn't build, and then you pay 2 amounts to GoDaddy. So GoDaddy gets your 24-hour around-the-clock automated system, your website name, otherwise known as your domain name, okay? So you pay GoDaddy for this. You want to make it fun. You want to make it clear. You want to make it understandable and memorable. That's what you're going to pay for. That is between $2 and $20, I believe. It depends on if you've ever had a GoDaddy website name before, or if you've ever done any business with GoDaddy. So it can range from $2 to $20. That's for a year. Then professional email is, I think I paid $23 for the year. Okay. So that's so that Google wants you to have a professional email now. They just made that, I think, last September. I think it was around that time period. So that's $23. It's like 23 and what did I say? I don't know. It could be $25. It could be $25 for you if your domain was $2, okay? Plus the $29 website fee, and then you pick a program. That's it, you're done. There is no monthly fees. So when you're posting on social media, that's free. You're using social media to get your message, to get your program out there for free, 3 times a day. You're building digital real estate. You have to understand the value in it. I never understood the marketing like I do now and the advantage that we have in this world to use social media to our advantage as a free way to advertise. And then you're going to post free ads. It's free. Get your name out there. Put some music on. That's what I usually do. I put music on. I just copy, paste. I don't change my message. I just put it out there. I copy it and I paste it. That is it. Then when somebody goes and responds to that amazing yeehaw, that call to action, okay, then I go respond to my comments and I respond to emails, comments and emails. And you want to master this 2-hour workday because that's where your time freedom is going to come from. That's how you're going to be able to do other things. Or if you want to learn how to build other streams of income, you can do that in this program. You can learn how to build your own little empire online. You have to understand this is an opportunity that I've never seen before. I'm actually, I'm dabbling in some other stuff now because I have the time freedom. So I like making t-shirts. That's my thing. I like making t-shirts. So I'm probably going to experiment. And if I open up that free community, which I'm really considering, I'm probably going to share some nuggets like that. Because if you've ever thought about doing anything else, this should be your bread and butter because you're promoting programs that are high price points that are in demand. So whenever you're doing anything online, it should be something that's the best situation you can be in is to promote something that's in demand. People are buying it because who cares if you have something high price point if nobody wants it, right? You got to understand. These people want these programs. Sorry, I'm thinking I got the programs up here, but I don't. So I have 4 programs, 1, 3, 6, and 9. Those are hundreds. Those are high priced point ticket items, right? They're in demand. So when you're selling something like that, you don't need a whole lot of customers, which is amazing. It's a great place to be in when you're not selling a marker for $1. So a lot of us have this dollar store mentality. Well, I got to work 40 hours to make $400 or $500 or whatever. Okay, whatever your hourly thing is, right? But we think that way. Who thinks? It's a different way to think. When you are owning a business, when you're running a business, and if you've never done a business, that's okay. This is actually made for you. That's why I show up and I explain it the way I do. I want every single person who just wants to make money online, find something real, do something legit that's easy to do, that doesn't require you a whole lot of time to get set up, because it doesn't. It took me 2 days. Some people might take a little bit longer. Some people might be faster, but it took me personally 2 days. So you can get up and running and start doing your videos, start posting, start building your digital real estate, because you never know when that first sale is going to come. I was just about to quit and then boom, first sale. And then you actually are shocked. I remember crying because I got up in the morning. I love my phone. I got up in the morning. I looked at my phone and I went, and I had to double take. I was like, I just made $900. $900. And when you're not used to seeing that come in like that, it's like almost like sticker shock. And I'll tell you, you probably will be shocked. You probably be like, how is this possible? Because once you start to make money, you can see it in our community. You can see the posts. You can see people post their wins if they want to. You don't have to. You don't have to share anything about what you're making or what you're doing. But if you want to encourage and you want to give, because a lot of people go in and share the wins so that we can go in and look at them, okay? So they're inside of there. But when you see people, even the ones that are making six figures, they're in sticker shock. They're still in shock because you've got moms that were penny pinching, digging out the change in the car. I was one of them. I've been one of them. You know, you pull out the cigarette tray. I don't even know if new cars have them. I bet you they don't. But cigarette tray full of change. Heck, my truck was full of change. And I would pull out the tray, look in there and see how much change. Because that's what you're accustomed to doing. That's what you're accustomed to living like. I know this is not everybody, but there are a lot of us out there that when we actually start to make money, substantial money, it's like somebody pinch me. Somebody just tell me that this is real. Because you see it in our community and they're shocked. They are genuinely in shock that somebody like them could actually make money. That's what I call hope, my friend. It is. It really is a legitimate hope, a hope that can change your life. But it's not really a hope because it's proven to work. This is proven to work. It's not a process that we don't know if it works. It works, but are you going to show up and work it? I am. I'm going. Who's coming? That's really how I feel. I'm going. I'm full force. I'm blazing ahead. 2025 is going to be different for me. I know it. I just know it because I've never seen a business like this. And I was like, if it works, it's got to work for me, right? So I just started following the process. It's a step-by-step process. You follow this and you can make money. You can learn how you can actually earn that six figures. How do you earn that? By doing this, by following the blueprint, okay? You learn how to craft a message. You learn how to share a little bit about you. It's not hard. And you're going to meet the people that are going to be attracted to you. I'm talking that could be your best friend or your sister or your brother, anybody. Like if you could just sit down and hang out and have coffee, okay? We could be friends. Sit down, have a coffee, that kind of thing. So those people are going to be drawn to you. You don't have to go out of your way to do anything fancy. Show up as you, genuine. Just be you. That's what people want to connect with people. You want to hang out with the ones that you understand, the ones that have been there. And if you want to go somewhere in this life, you need to hang out with people that are going somewhere, right? If you want to stay stuck, then stay hanging out where you are. I'm just telling you the truth. If you want to stay stuck, you stay stuck with the people that you're stuck with. If you want to change that, then you got to go looking for something different. Okay, man, I've never known. Have I ever known? I've been around people with money, but I don't think I've ever known a multi-millionaire. Now I got the heat blaring in my face again. Okay, so I don't think I've known a guy who made money. I've known people who made money, but a multi-millionaire. Now I'm in close proximity of somebody who's made more than $1 million. She's on her fourth. So my mentor made $4 million in 2 years. 2 years and a month or a little less than, that's crazy. Think about that. I can't even think about that. But that's who's influencing me now. That's the people that have actually done what I'm doing, right? They're ahead of me. So you got to find the people that are ahead of you. Watch what they're doing. See what they're doing. How did they hit six figures? Were they consistent? Did they show up? Did they have drive? Did they want to succeed? Or were they the ones complaining and slacking and not doing anything, expecting to receive? Because you're going to have different people Everywhere in the world, we got different people. So are you ready to change how you live? Because if you're ready, it works. And I'm being serious. If you're ready, this will work because it works. It's working for me. It's working for other people. And the possibility, not the possibility, the opportunity to make six figures is in there. You can learn how to get there. Have you ever had a goal of like having 4 customers? Like 4 customers, that's 1 customer a week. Say if you got 4 of the legacy, that would be $3,600 a month. $3,600. If you got 4 customers, you work 2 hours a day times 7, that's 14. What is that? 14 times 4 is 56 hours in a month of doing income earning activities. Is that worth it to you? 56 hours. If you got 4 customers, that would be 3,600. Would that change anything in your life for you? Would you get to work less? Would you actually quit your job? I don't know what you're doing, but would it give you an opportunity to quit the second job? Would it would it provide a silly little thing? Would it provide some breathing room for you? Would it give you relief? Like, what is your goal? What would change how you live? I want to see your life changed. My life is being changed. And I get to show up and I get to say it works. I'm nobody. I am literally a nobody. Nobody. I'm just a mom I'm sick and tired of trying to hustle. I'm sick and tired of trying this and trying that and going here and going there. I just want something that's going to work. I just want to do what I need to do, be able to homeschool. And actually, now that I've been in it, I want to have some time. I want to have the time and the freedom to just enjoy what this world has. Like, enjoy my backyard. Like, enjoy going outside. Not have the stress of, man, if I'm not working, if I'm not doing this, then I'm not going to make any money. Hello? What have I been talking about for the past hour? For the past hour. Do you know what you have? Do you know? Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, Brune. Oh, I'm not thanking you for being bad. See, whatever. If you don't like it, you can exit left. So saying a bad word because I blocked it out. We don't curse in my room, okay? I got rules too. It's my life, and I don't curse. Bad word. Thank you for the follow. Yes, see, your word doesn't show up because it's blocked. So you can just keep doing that. Nobody sees it but me. Okay, so this is your 2-hour workday. And I love that this changes how we live. And the ones that are like the naysayers, they stay stuck. And you know why they stay stuck? And it's awful. It is awful when you can't come out from your own self to realize that there's another way. That's the same thinking of like, cars are of the devil. AI is of the devil. No. We are evolving with technology. You know what? If you, I'll choose my words carefully here, because all throughout life, things are changing, right? The way that we exchange information, the way that we do business, the way that we handle things, everything is changing, and over time, if you don't change and you don't kind of like embrace the new stuff, then you're going to be stuck in the old stuff and be lost. And that's the truth. That is the absolute truth. I try to teach my children's grandfather how to use the phone. Okay? It's important that he knows how to use his phone. And it's to the point where he probably should have a landline. He's 85 or 86, and he can't operate the phone. So you're given an opportunity here to promote a real legit business that has six-figure income earners in it, that has a multi-millionaire woman in it, that she has on a mission to actually teach us how to level up. Okay, so you can stay in the back of the bus if that's where you want to stay, but I'm going out the front door. I'm going more, and I just want you to know that the only one stopping you, you don't need to stop. You can keep learning. You can keep growing in this. This is not, I'm going to hand you a course and you're going to be on your own. That's not what this is. It's an opportunity of, I look at it like an opportunity of a lifetime. I've never seen this. I didn't even know it existed. You get what is called master resale rights. You're going to take a program that is sold online and you get to resell it because you get the rights to resell it. You didn't make it. I don't know who made the program, but I'm going to tell you it didn't happen overnight. I'm going to tell you that they actually had to invest time in developing this stuff. And you get to walk into the picture, and I don't know if it'll take you 2 days. It took me 2 days, and I was up and able to turn around, sell something that I didn't make. I get to sell it, and I'm not selling it for $1. Okay? I'm not going to spend 10 hours sitting in front of a screen telling you how pretty this red marker is. I don't want to do that. I found a better way. I found a better way to make money online that's real. That's legit. Whether you believe it or not, just it's up to you to, you either going to get in or you're going to get out. It doesn't matter. But I want those people that are actually going, oh my gosh, you know what? Could this be for me? Yeah. I'm a DoorDasher driving a car. Okay. I didn't come out of like some school with all these letters behind my name. Man, I am just your every average struggling mother with children. Okay. Nothing fancy. If I can do this, you seriously, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm here to help you. I'm here to see, I want to see you succeed. I want everybody in my community to succeed because I already know it's possible. I already know it. We just sometimes we got to go, oh, maybe I should have done this instead of that. It's content, guys. You're making videos. Everybody makes videos. We're all taking pictures. We're all doing videos. Find me something else on here that's anything compared to this. I don't care about all these other people selling all these other courses. This is not a course. The girl that what do we call her? I can't think of the word right now. Founder? Is it the founder? Anyway, she when she created this, it was a journey on her own. She was on a journey. She was helping. Now she's helping us to help other people, and I find it amazing. And my favorite part of this whole entire thing is that I get to tell you that you can do it. Because somebody showed up and said to me, hey, you can do this. And I was like, can I really do this? Can I really make money and work less? Can I really be the homeschooling mom that I need to be? Can I do this and like live? Can I travel? Can I dream? Can you dream? I couldn't dream. I didn't dream before. I was like, I guess I'm just going to struggle till the day I die. And it was a bad place to be in. But I really thought I'm just going to struggle forever. That's really what I thought. I thought I can't go back to school and be a doctor. I got kids. I can't go back to school and be a pilot. I got kids. I can't go. What am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? And I'm not young. I'm not 20. I'm not 30. I'm not telling you how old I am, so don't even ask. But no, seriously, when you're at that point, I think I was at that point and I was like, I'm just gonna do this. And that's where I was. I was like, I'm just gonna do this. And I'm so incredibly thankful that I actually did it, because I can't believe I have a hard time wrapping my head around this, that anybody can do it. Anybody. Hello, Mrs. C Creations. I like that. Creations by Miss C. Miss C. That's a cool name. I love business. I love business. Okay. So if you don't, it's a little bit late, and I usually am on here at 8, but I was in that meeting tonight. So you want to stay in touch with me. Thursday, I'm having a meeting, and I'm going to let you guys know what I'm going to do, whether I am going to open up I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I'm going to have to see what happens in the meeting on Thursday, but I may just open up that free community, because I think that might be really helpful for the people that have that want to have more. I'm excited. I love that we get to do this. I love that we get to make friends in here. I love that we get to share, that we're on the same journey and we're learning together. I love it. So if you missed it and you want to screenshot that, that's your 2-hour workday. It is real. It is something you want to master. Unless you want to learn how to make more streams of income outside of your bread and butter, which is your 4 programs. If you want to just do this as a beginner, make the extra cash with four of the programs, okay? Then you want to master the 2-hour workday. If you want to follow and you want to start learning how to make more income on top of this, that's the best way to do it, in my opinion, is to actually have more streams of income. But I want you to master the 2-hour workday. I want you to promote the 4 programs, learn the platform that you're on, and just have that win behind you. So you can go, man, I got an income, let's build, right? So build this first, base it on the 2-hour workday, because if you're working now, you can easily find 2 hours to fit this in. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's been a couple days where I don't do 2 hours. I just don't. So I don't. I should, but I don't. Sometimes it's like an hour, sometimes it's an hour and a half. Sometimes I've actually hang out in some of our meetings for longer, okay, because I want to learn. Or I've gone on down a rabbit hole trying to learn something different, because I'm all for learning. You get this. Tomorrow night, we're going to talk about free strategies to attract clients. So we do talk about these kind of like tomorrow too, but this was more focused on the automations, because once you understand that you get an automated business and that's how you work less, I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. I love that you can do this. I love that it's just, I love every aspect about this business. I have yet to find anything that I don't like. I love it all. I love who it's for. I love how it works. I love that it's simple. I love that, man, I didn't even know it was 2 hours. I didn't know. I had no idea. All I knew was the 3 things that I always talk about. I asked, can I work from home? She said, yes. I said, do I have to be on a phone? She said, no. And I said, do I have to have a degree or education? Because that was a big problem for me. She said, no. I said, good, let's go. That was it. That was the end of my story. I said, let's go. So that's who I'm looking to help. I'm looking to help the people that are ready, that let's go, let's do this. Let's change 2025 for you and me and everybody else that we come in contact with, because there's so many people that are stuck. There's so many people that if they just knew there was another way, if they just knew about this, if I would have known, I would have done it right away. If I would have known 2 years ago that she made that community up, that she started this, I would have joined right away. I would have never even I shouldn't say I would have never hesitated, because I did hesitate, because I was like, is it real? It was out of the box. It was something different. So I just needed to know that it was real. That's why I go live. I go live for you guys. I go live so I can answer your questions. I go live so we can hang out and talk and you get to know, because in a video, it's basically very short. I try to get some information into every video that I do so that you get some value out of the videos that I do, so that you are like, oh, it's a work from home thing. And oh, I can work less. Yeah, there's people that are looking for second jobs. There's people looking for freelance jobs. There are people looking for work from home things to do. So my goal is to reach those people that maybe don't know that this is real and that it exists, because I was desperate for something like this. Like, I didn't know, and now I know, and I love it. I love, love, love what I do. I love it. I love that it can help you. And I love that I don't have to tell you no. I don't have to say, oh, but do you have this? Oh, but do you have that? No, man, this is anybody, 18 to 80 plus. It doesn't matter. Can you do a video on your phone? Okay, are you willing? 3 things. Are you willing to learn? Are you coachable? I wasn't. I failed. But I recovered. It's fixable. Fixable. So are you willing to learn something new? Are you coachable? And are you going to show up for what? This. Are you going to show up to do your 2 hours? That's it. That's all. And it really is. In the beginning, you want to master this. That's the goal. But in the beginning, you're not even going to know what are you doing. You're not going to have a clue. Hold on a second. You're not going to have a clue, but you learn. So you have to give yourself some grace in the beginning. You got to get in. You got to see where everything is. You got to understand. You will learn. You will learn how to master the 2-hour workday, guys. I got to jump off of here because it is late. You're not working. Yeah, well, if you want to get started, you got to go to Granny'sGettingPaid.com. You'll get the information. And then if you have questions, you can ask on a live. You can ask me in an email, because you'll have my email right away. Now, I do not answer. I try to answer my emails, but I also want to stick to the 2-hour workday. So I'm thinking of just dedicating a certain time period where I check my emails, because that would be the smart way to work. But I do answer my emails, and I do answer the lives. That's the best way to ask questions, through the lives and through the emails. And yeah. So anybody else have any questions? Tomorrow we're going to talk about those free strategies to attract the clients, because we're not paying for advertising. We're not paying to market. We're not doing that. We're using free methods. You don't have a monthly expense in this, and I love that. So if you want to find out and you want to tune in, what's tomorrow? Tuesday? Yeah, I believe it is. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate my familia. To all you guys, I love you guys. I thank you so much for coming to hang out. Thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow night. Let me just check one thing quickly. And when I'm saying tomorrow night, yeah, tomorrow our meeting is early. Okay, anyways. So I will be here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll talk about that. And I'm so excited for you guys to get started. Let me know any questions between now and tomorrow night. Good night. Good night. Thank you for joining. Have a good night.